are driven by the finer things. I see more than materials and wealth. What have you got to give to me? What I don't already give myself. You are driven by...
Hello, welcome to a brand new episode of Illuminated Disclaimer. My name is Sydney and I hope you're finding new beautiful ways to illuminate your own path. Just want to apologise in advance because there is a lot of noise going on. As you know, I'm South London based and there's a lot of noise usually in South London. So if you're not from South London and you want to know what South London is like, there's your answer. But today I wanted to talk about something that I was thinking of on my commute. And it was something that I did subconsciously but didn't really market on because, you know, sometimes you do things for the reason of getting money, you know, getting financial gains. But doing something for, you know, free mind is probably even more valuable, arguably. So my thing is making music. Now, I realised I was writing a lot of poetry, and the poetry was there because I wanted to get what words I had and I wanted to make it viable to make a story that I could share with the masses. And whether I got, you know, a couple of clicks or a standing ovation didn't really matter. With me, when it comes to poetry events, it's not about being top and being that person. I just want an outlet just to express myself, really. But it made me think that sometimes, although I do like writing poetry, I can also make my own music. I've got some instruments at home. I can even use my fingers to play the drums, but I never really thought about combining things together to make music because I spend a lot of time currently listening to instrumentals, not really music with words in it. And sometimes I could hear myself, you know, singing or maybe even rapping to the instrumental that I'm listening to. But I never really thought about recording these things together, not to market or sell, but just to put my story into more formats which can help me when I'm in states of, you know, when I'm ebbing, you know, when I'm the most retracted, when, you know, I feel the most introverted in my life. And what's most important is if something goes bad in my life, the most beneficial thing about this is I can actually do it in such a way where I can enjoy what I'm currently doing. And by that I mean I can enjoy being introverted, having these states of ebbing and receding. But if I do lose who I am as an individual, then I could just listen to these and I could put affirmations into these songs that I create. And by doing that, creating a nice jig, I could sing along with it and it becomes implanted in our head. Now, I hope that made sense. Sorry, there's a lot of distractions around, so I'm just making sure that there's nothing going on. So I'm uber alert and present. And I've got a question, my fellow disclaimers. How many times, or actually, how many songs do you know and you know the words for it throughout? Yeah? 1, 5, 10, some of you are probably thinking maybe even more. Now imagine you are saying these songs repeatedly, sometimes, you know, just subconsciously. You just know these words off by heart, and sometimes you don't even know what these words are doing to you. Sometimes you listen to songs, like there's a few songs that have come out in recent times which have just been really, really, really graphic. And not the good graphic, bad graphic. It's been very demoralizing, demeaning. And a lot of people, especially young people, are actually saying these things subconsciously. And I've seen it and I've heard it. I've experienced it with my own two eyes. And it's like, wow, you're consuming this material. You're becoming one with this material. And this becomes your thought process and your habits. So how about flipping the script? You like a song because of its instrumental? Get the instrumental. Record yourself speaking and saying things over this instrumental. And listen to that version instead. You could say these beautiful things. I am beautiful. I am strong. I am me. Been that all along. You get me? You could say all these things and build yourself up. You could go for long drives. You can go for long trips. You could just have your headphones in. And imagine just making a song with a dope beat that you just listen to. Yeah, that's nice, that's nice, that's nice. But with words of affirmations and ways that you actually broke through the veil and became a stronger version of you and started acquiring your personal legend. Now, it might seem far-fetched, but this is very interesting because I like listening to instrumentals. But when I listen to instrumentals and by extension listen to actual songs with words in it by different various artists, I fail to remember that I am a talented artist myself. And if I fuse all these art forms together, not only do I see my potential, but I subconsciously listen to positive words that I'm saying, and from there become more of a person who actually appreciates themselves. A lot of us, we look up to people, we see these false idols, and we're like, those are the people who relate to me, and we don't even know these people. In the process, we definitely lose ourselves. We don't know what we're truly capable of because we see people doing it already. Little do we know is we have the capabilities, we have the uniqueness, we have the craft, and we have the niche to make money, success, wealth, and happiness in our own right, but we just need to chase it. And I feel like using different forms of media, in this case music, to actually put things together that you have made and you are thinking about into something beautiful and thriving. And who knows, someone else might appreciate this one day too. And yeah, we just need to break more into a creative self and see what we're truly capable of instead of letting other people dictate what we deem to be creative. You know, like there was probably a time 10-15 years ago where certain hairstyles were in and certain hairstyles were out. Even wearing pink for a guy a few years ago wasn't really cool. Now it is. But who's really dictating whether pink is good on a man or not? It's the forces around us, it's not necessarily us. Become more unique, and the best way to do that is to start with just making your own songs, putting your own affirmations on it, and bumping to your own music. You can create, so be the creator you were destined to be. It's been a new episode of Illuminated Disclaimer. Thank you very much for listening, and apologize. I just want to apologize just for, well, I like doing this in my car, but just the constant just looking around. There's just people, there's cute dogs walking around. It's just abundance of life. And yeah, when I'm out and about, so I'm always just like looking around, just observing. So apologies if it didn't seem that I was fully connected, but the words were there, and looking at other things helps me collate my thoughts. But thank you very much. If you want me to talk about anything in particular, write downstairs in the comment section. If you want to see any more words of affirmation, words of appreciation, more maths disclaimer, let me know too, and I can get some episodes going. But until the next episode, thank you so much, and keep on finding ways to illuminate your path.